Probably shouldn't be picking up books and stuff unless there's a fire that I'm going to add them to. Magnifying glass, unlikely, but... Oh, I was supposed to read that. Pleasant Valley collectible. I thought I was picking up the soda. Hang on, I'll find that. I know I was checking out road conditions for his next delivery, saw some of the tree speaker maniacs lurking near the highway passes out of the valley. He wasn't sure what they were doing, but we need to stay vigilant. Okay. Oh man, he's going to need help. I probably could have given him a bunch of food. Dog food. Hello?
Oh, hello. Did you come from the crash site like the others? All the cots are taken, but you can sit by the fire, warm up a bit.
Crash site? How did you know about
The crash site. Don't you remember? Another one suffering from shock, maybe.
I crashed, but days ago, far from here.
No. You crashed yesterday. In the hills.
Nope.
A terrible crashing sound. I even heard it over the howling blizzard. Don't you remember?
Listen, I'm sorry. You must be mistaken. I crashed, but not here.
Oh, of course. Well, please stay and warm yourself by the fire until we can figure out where you belong.
What is this place?
This is the old community hall in Thompson's Crossing.
Well, we knew that.
We gathered people here when the weather started turning bad. 3 or was it 4 days ago? The houses became too cold, and it seemed better to bring everyone under one roof.
That makes sense.
Then yesterday, the crash survivors started showing up.
I think it is Cam.
So, these people are all survivors of a crash?
Well, most of them, yes. There were maybe half a dozen people in and around the town site when the blizzard first hit. Over the past day or so, the rest have slowly arrived. Most of them from the crash site.
What crashed?
A passenger airliner, best I can tell. Most of the people who arrived were too weak to talk about it. But judging by the thundering sound and the size of the fire on the hills, whatever crashed up there, it must have been something big. Are you sure you don't remember the crash?
How long do you think this weather will last?
You're not from around here, are you? Whoever named this area Pleasant Valley had a pretty good sense of humor. We get some of the harshest weather on all of Great Bear.
But, it's worse than usual?
Yes. Another storm blew through about a few weeks ago. The worst I've seen in years. Blocked the roads, in and out. I'm afraid we're stuck here until the road's clear.
Will someone come to check on the town? Clear the roads so you can get out?
I don't think so. Not anymore. We'll have to wait for nature to take its course.
But what will happen to all these people?
Honestly, I'm not sure. We're down to our last food. We can melt snow for water, but that will only get us so far. And this time of year, there's always another blizzard around the corner. Things might be different if the power hadn't gone out. The best thing we can do is try to keep these people warm and fed, and then we'll see what the Lord has in store. You seem disoriented, but you're in much better shape than the others. Maybe you can help us.
I'm a doctor. I can have a look at the survivors and see how to help them.
That sounds like a good place to start. Once you've had a chance to check on them, come back, and we can try to figure out What can be done for them?
Okay. Hello? Hey, Winston.
Let me have a look, okay?
She already said that she's not a doctor. She's a lab doctor. Okay. Also, Valkyrie, like, just because this guy looks like Santa, his name's not Kizron. Like, Kizron's in chat.
I'm gonna check you over. Let me have a look, okay?
And even if that was Kizron, if he's Santa, why is he sitting on someone else's lap?
Easy. Just gonna see if I can help.
Oh, here. Have some water.
I've done what I can.
Alright, well, at the very
I'll see
least,
if I
maybe
can
stop asking if people want to sit on your lap. Oh, this person needs insulin. Wonder if that goes in the quest deal.
I'm gonna check you over.
Do we have any insulin in here, Father?
Oh, lucky day.
Heck yes. Why can't we bust open the things? Father's gonna come in like, why are you taking our stuff? And I'll be like, well, we gave someone some of our water, so we're just like replacing it, you know, payment-wise. That's fair, right?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I'll be fine. Like, we just diagnosed all of them that need bed rest. They don't need this stuff. Us, on the other hand. Yeah, that's how we're going to survive and they're going to be sick. Because we're going to have the stuff. Dude, plug that coffee machine in. Oh wait, it won't work. Power thing.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
No, probably won't. We haven't had need for a can opener at all. You reckon we drop the arrow stuff? Like we actually, unless we have to use a bow, which would be kind of cool if we get to use a bow. But we do have gun. Oh, toilet water. Okay, we'll save the toilet. Jerks, they used all the toilet water. Idiots. Local legends of Sasquatch. Socks.
I'll take it.
Alright, we can repair a lot of stuff, which is great. Oh, can I get up here? Yeah, more free stuff.
I've had a look at the survivors. Most are in fairly good condition given the circumstances.
These
However,
were the lucky ones. You'll find the ones who were less fortunate in the basement.
oh, I don't want to go
God
find
take
them.
Mercy on their souls. They died from their injuries, or were found dead. We put them downstairs to keep the bodies cold. And also, well, there are wolves around, you see.
Yes, I've seen them. I think I can find most of what these survivors need, but there is a diabetic in the group. They're gonna need insulin, and soon. Do you know where I might find some?
That's bad news. No, I don't.
This survivor has type 1 diabetes. That means their body can't produce insulin. If they don't get it, they'll eventually go into shock and probably die.
Well, then we need to find some. And soon, before the blizzard becomes too powerful to even risk going outside. I need to remain with the survivors, minister to them. But you can go and look for the medicine they need.
I will. Any suggestions you have would be very useful.
Most of the surrounding houses will be empty. But you may find some of the minor supplies you need to treat
So,
the
Father, you
survivors.
suggesting I go steal
The
from people?
diabetic came in from the plane crash. A day, maybe 2 days ago. So
Yes, but only the non-Christians.
your
Oh,
best
okay, fair
chance
enough.
to find their insulin will probably be to find their luggage at the crash site.
How will I know which luggage is theirs?
You'll have to search everything you find and hope for the best.
So I've got to go find that
Okay.
person's luggage.
You keep an eye on everyone, and I'll be back as soon as
Because
I
that makes
can.
sense. They would have some insulin,
Thank
hopefully,
you
in their carry-on
For
or
your
whatnot.
help. One more thing.
Yes?
Many of these survivors are in bad shape. From the crash, it's true. But I've seen this sort of thing before. People need hope to survive. And if they can't have hope, they need some closure.
All right.
People here, many of them weren't traveling alone.
So if you can ask them all who they're
They're
missing.
broken-hearted, worried sick about their loved ones, feeling guilty. Why did they survive when others didn't? You can help them find some
I
closure.
don't know what happens with frozen insulin. It's a good question.
But chances are searching the crash site won't be a pleasant experience.
I've seen death before.
Yes, you're a doctor, so you understand the fragility of human life. The fragility of the human spirit is more my domain. For the ones who've lost loved ones, if you can bring them some closure, that will help to start their healing process.
Yes, it's well known that the mind and body are inextricably linked.
If you encounter any artifacts, any information that would help to identify those who did not survive the crash, that information might be a salve to these poor broken souls. Then perhaps they'll have a chance to face tomorrow.
I'll do what I can to find IDs, documents, anything that can help identify the people who didn't make it.
In turn, take this, my child.
Oh, I'm not religious. Please, keep it.
It's not for you. Please, humor me.
I don't understand.
At least until I can minister to those souls
She's pretty thick.
myself. Having you carry this rosary while you investigate the crash site.
She's like, I'm not
It
religious.
would
He's like,
bring
it's
an
not
old
for you.
priest some comfort.
He's like, I'm religious. I'm giving it
will be
to
the
you.
closest
Makes
thing
me
to
feel
my
good.
being able to
She's
pray
like,
for them.
oh.
I mean, no disrespect, Father, but do you really believe this will help?
Yes, he will. He's religious.
Perhaps in the end, faith is all we have.
Yeah, it's got an RFID chip in it. I come back from the plane crash with no insulin, and uh-oh.
So, you're still alive.
So far, yeah. But there are people in town who won't be if I don't get going.
You heading up to the plane crash?
How'd you know that?
You risked your life to come here to help some sick people. You came to help me when I was stuck in the barn. You're a doctor. You're not going to leave a bunch of crash survivors to die in the cold.
I would like to help the crash victims, yes.
I wouldn't get your hopes up. A few days in this weather and with the wolves prowling? Doubt you'll find anyone alive out there.
Let's hope you're wrong.
Yeah, well... I left you a little present.
Look, I'm not sure.
Relax. You have to trust someone, right?
Would you trust someone with a dead body in their basement?
Fair point. But if you want to live, check out the trunk of that blue sedan over by the swing set.
Well, okay. Thanks, I guess.
Watch out
How does she know where to phone you at? There's probably not that many places, right? But it does definitely seem weird. Now, we are well and truly overweight, as is tradition. And I'm okay with this. We want to drop the arrow stuff, though. I'm feeling arrows not the great. We do have a bow, though. Hunting small game. I don't want to hunt rabbit. Right. So let's just walk in here and drop the hunting stuff, okay? I'm not going to do any fishing either. I don't need a broken arrow, arrowhead, or a thing. And I think for now I don't need a cooking pot, so I'm going to leave that over here. Let's wear the best pair of socks. Alright. Let's harvest that one. Oh, can we harvest the... Okay, so that's the question. Can we harvest the lantern oil? That's what I wasn't sure of. I was just going to use one till it ran out and then dump it. May as well check to see if we can, though, right? Okay, so all it is going to give us is scrap metal. Alright, I think we can leave some coal here. We're going to be coming back. So let's leave some coal at the front door. We've already started our matchbook collection too. That's nice. Let's get rid of books. Oh, that should have been somewhere else. Why can't we just, like, harvest them all? Seriously, harvest them all. Oh, because it was a stack of paper, I had to keep picking it. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're looking good. We're underweight. She said check out the blue sedan. Hang on. Okay, what do we have? Actions. Okay, so there is no scrap. I didn't click on scrap. Okay, I clicked harvest and it told me the yield would be scrap. And there was, as you saw, no unfuel, defuel. There was, however, a refuel. But I don't want to do that. I want to drain it. Now there was a wolf thing happening there. There's Molly's gift. There's the there's the local Sasquatch. And what do we got up here? There's the crash victims. Okay, so what's the main quest? Main quest is the airline crash. Okay. It might need a certain amount of fuel to harvest. No, it just, when you harvest it, you just get the parts, you don't get the fuel. Either that, or maybe someone more experienced might realize you automatically get the fuel, but it doesn't explain that. It just tells us we'll get one scrap. She said the blue sedan by the swing set. Okay, so there's a bag here. And we're overweight limit.
We'll take it.
Okay, so... Oh, there's lots of houses here. Okay. That's not a blue sedan. She said swing set though, didn't she? Ah. At any rate, we probably should still look into it, right? Can't just take the backpack? Correct. And I think it's one of those things like, why would you? It's just more weight. Like, what are you going to do with a backpack? We've already... Guessing we already have one. Yeah, it would be immoral to take someone else's backpack. That's a very good point.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
I'm starting to wonder if we could have just left all the fire stuff, because chances are, for now, we're going to be going back to... Like, we didn't have a plan to... like to leave town. We're just sort of scavenging around. Is it stealing when the owner is already dead? I don't know.
This'll come in handy. Some more help from Wally. Let's hope these work.
Okay. See if the church has any insulin. You can summon Marines to fight the wolves. If that's how it worked, that'd be great. man. I gotta stop picking up matches. Yeah, the plan was to go around town and scavenge all the houses, right? So we probably could have just dumped everything. One downside of dumping everything is it's a real pain trying to pick it all back up as you need it. It's nice of everyone to leave their houses unlocked. Yes, you can deposit items into an outside container. Which is what I can do at the church, actually, because there was a trunk there.
I think I can use this.
So that might actually be better just to go back there and, when we go back there, fill up. You got to make sure you have some stuff with you, because at some point in the game, as soon as it says, oh, you can't get back to where you were, you're like, but all my stuff was there.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Which kind of happens. You get back there, I guess. You get enough warning, so it's not so bad. Except that one time, but we got all that stuff anyway. Oh, we got some last resort tuna. We're saved.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Actually, where's that? Drop that.
I'll take it.
I mean, sure. Oh, nice.
This will come in handy. I'm not gonna
Next
be
time I
able to
break
carry
my
this
legs and
load
have to
for much
reload,
longer.
harvest the thing for science. Yeah, righto. Or we could just do it for science. Right, we're going back to the place. I wonder if you can drop water and pick it up later. We'll do that for science too. Insulin. Give me insulin.
I think I can use this.
Okay, we're going back to the place now. Because we're like massively overburdened. Is that going to their garage? The fuel goes straight into inventory? Oh, let's check that out then. Because that would be good. Strange dog's being mean to me. I don't know if I'm supposed to kill it, but it was right there. Really? Oh, that's the wolf's health. Okay. So it looks like we did get it twice. Like, I kind of want to see him and just, like, finish it. Yeah, I didn't realize at first that it was a health bar. I thought it was like a warning level of how, you know, like you're being like stalked or surrounded or something. I also don't want to go back inside in case that resets the bar. A little bit of, while we're having a look around, get a little bit of the lay of the land. So it looks like a pretty simple street, just some houses up through here. We're gonna come back out, hit the cars, scavenge up one side, and then come back. So cold, make a fire. Yeah, make a hot fire. She whinges. She's not even at like a quarter temperature. Don't figure inside and outside.
Sure getting cold.
Alright, we'll take you back to the hospice place. Oh, I hear it. Achievement unlocked. There will be blood. Hey, we can cure the wolf hide. Hey, look!
I actually paid for something.
So cold. Think.
Chromo! My dude. Thank you so much for getting a gift sub. Warms me in the cockles of my heart. I don't know what heart cockles are, but I always snigger a little bit like I'm a little schoolboy when someone says it. Cockles. Appreciate it, dude. There were 2 wolves. So Kizron, to make my wolf coat, I need to put it on the floor, right? And let it sit there. Alright, so I'm going to pick up the stuff that I want to put in the trunk and put on the floor the stuff I don't want to put in the trunk. On the floor indoors. I know indoors. It's not floor outdoors, it's ground. Alright, what do we want to put in there? probably all the wood and cloth for the time being. And the firearm cleaning kit. And I've got to put that on the floor. We're not going to need all of these. I'm also not going to have the bedroll because I don't think we're going to be staying anywhere. Okay, we have 0.4 litres of stuff. We're probably not going to need all of these where we go around as well. Wait.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Shut up, bastard. Okay, sort by star, and we'll put the highest star stuff in there, and we'll have them another time. That's food, though. Still, we have 9 liters of water. Let's just put like, I don't know, like 6, 7 liters of water over there. That helps a lot. Okay, we picked up a lot of clothes that we don't need, but I want to actually harvest that. I've got a matchbook problem. My name's Panz, and I've got a matchbook problem. I wonder if you can harvest them. No. You can. Okay, so for those of you that needed to know, you can actually store away individual matches. Just in case you were worried you couldn't. Yeah, no need for that. I've got enough here. Alright, so let's also go over here to our drop it on the ground section. And drop. Alright, and for Kizron, because it's been his dream ever since he realised we could, we're going to cure some hide. Up near the piano. Don't need to do anything fancy, Kizron. I just need to put it on the ground, yeah? There it is. Tail and all. Oh, look, look! 1% cured. Alright, I'm going to drop a bunch of stuff here, and we'll harvest it later, or look at it later, or whatever I'm not wearing. Clothes. Because I just want to get out there and do stuff, so if we're not wearing it, I'm just dropping it. I'm not comparing it or anything like that now. I'm just putting it on the floor to give me a few kilos. Because now we're going to go on super fast harvest mode, I think. Usually a hide is stretched while curing, probably, but we don't have a thing. If you would like to, Moogle, feel free to fly out to where we are and do some and set up some stretching stuff. I'm sure the people here... And can you bring some supplies? Maybe just some chocolate, but don't tell anyone. I don't want to feel like guilt. Like, I don't feel guilty, but I don't want to have them know I'm eating it. Can you get a burger? Bring pizza. Oh, what was I thinking? Burger. I don't know. Something about super cold weather makes me want to eat burgers. Maybe it's because of all my years in pizza. I just know that a delivered pizza wouldn't travel well. Whereas I think a burger being like a nice solid ball of heat wrapped up in some alfoil possibly has a chance. Does that make sense? It makes sense in my head. I don't want your knowledge and memes. Oh man, now I'm tainted. Thanks, Moogle. Love you, dude. Oh, we're doing this harvest on the thing, weren't we? Where's this extra lantern? Okay, we have 0.4 litres of fuel. Save. Alright, what's the best lantern? That one. Harvest. I don't know how much fuel this one had. I guess it doesn't matter. We now have more fuel. This one's got 0.29 litres. Okay, apart from the fact that it takes time, but that's okay. Although now it's night time and we're in a house. Get out. Cool, thanks, Gizron. See, guys, that's useful stuff. I'd say be more like Kizron, but is probably in the next few minutes going to do something that going to make me facepalm. So be more like Kizron now, not more like Kizron next. Still has durability. Yeah, so you can repair them. And I think you get, I don't know if you get better mileage out of your fuel or if you get brighter stuff. Although, you know, if you want to look it up and let me know, I would appreciate the information. Oh, peaches. Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. Millions of peaches. Peaches for free.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I didn't read the Forest Talker memo. The old guy has struck off knows where, but that's bound to be some gear left behind anyway. We're out of options. M. Okay, there's a bunker.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Local legends of the Lost Cave. They really want us to find this Sasquatch. If I open the fridge, will cans magically appear? No, but a water bottle will. Lock trunks to be opened using a pry bar. That we knew. Alright, let's... Speaking of locked trunks... Check out this car. We'll head back there for the night. We'll repair up some clothes. I mean, first things first, we'll compare some clothes. And then we'll harvest some clothes. And then we'll repair some clothes. And then we'll get some feed and some sleep. Oh man, you can run when you need to. Oh, there's no inside on that one. Okay. Woo! Yeah, okay, turn that off. Okay, what's the plan? What's the plan? Go to trunk. Still haven't found the insulin for that person, so I feel bad. Okay. Let's put those over there. That's fine. How are we on the old food supplies? We should eat. So let's eat. Actually, let's drink first, because you get some value out of this, right? Not much, but some. These are low quality as well, so I think we're just getting less because of that. Should we cook this? Should we cook this wolf meat up? I think we should instead of eating this stuff, right? And let's drink out of that. Eat it raw again? Yeah, because that was a treat, wasn't it? Put that away so it doesn't want to keep trying to... Alright. I'm going to compare some clothes now. 58 minutes. 58 minutes. Okay, so we're going to keep the cotton tock, I think. It's going to be the ragged wool. Get our O Canada going. That's going to be the best option. Alright, so let's harvest you. Check hide to see if it's moved past 1%. Alright, in a minute. That is a 96%. I put that on. Let's harvest that one. And these are not good options we have at the moment for shirts. And I don't think it matters which one we wear. Like, they're all bad options. Alright, let's harvest that one. $18 minutes. Okay, Astrid's gloves are pretty crap. The wool mittens are better straight up. The decent driving gloves, not so good. The decent ski gloves are probably going to be the best ones I think we get out of this. So let's harvest this up. We can harvest one more and then we've got to get our meat. Otherwise it burns. %, Kizron. Now we did put it down fairly late in the day, I believe. Let's cook some coffee. Okay, gloves. Can we at least wear those? Let's harvest those. Yeah, cured leather's good. We can fix boots. You're like, I want a cape. Need an overcoat. I want to be Batman. We should also get a warming up from this. Let's leave that there because I have too many cans, I believe. I think we're just on clothes duty now. We go decently into the night, I think, before we sleep. Because we have a decent amount of energy, so we don't need to get a full night's sleep. Partly because of coffee, but also because I think we sort of slept strangely. Alright, they're looking better than what we have. So we should wear those. I think they're going to be the same. Let's wear those then. Harvest those. What's wrong with harvesting the mittens? Why would you want to keep the mittens? Hey, man without hair, you've arrived. Okay, so we've got some... sports socks aren't very good. Wool socks, okay if they're in good repair, but these ones aren't. These socks are all bad. 86.35. Yeah, even though these brand new like socks are crap, right? Alright, everything that's not being worn can be harvested. Has anyone had a look at the cyberpunk startings? It looks pretty cool. Hey bees, how you doing? Oh, your sister's getting it for you for Christmas? Nice. Alright, let's get our temperature ability up. You tired? Oh, you don't have to like it, Valkyrie. And that's where, you know, let Panz play the game so you don't have to. You can just sit back and enjoy the I guess, what's on the internet about now? The light show? And loud noises. Okay. Most of our clothes is getting to like 90% plus. We still don't have very good quality stuff, but... We've almost repaired throughout the night. Do I have to do the... I harvested my last pair of socks. Why did you guys let me do that? On the Panz show tonight. Okay, so we need to find a pair of socks, chat. For reasons. Oh, and we failed at our boots and we used up our cured leather. Oh, that sucks. Alright. We need to eat. Eat wolf. Drink water. Okay, we're looking really good. I am super stoked with what's happening here. Wait, is that another bit of leather? Right, let's try to fix these boots again. Warmaster Khan, you've arrived! Wow! In a blazing saber showdown. Okay, so our stuff's looking good. We're looking good. Okay. Yep, we're keeping light. Since we're going to be using this as a hub for a while, I want to try and stay light.
I'll take it.
This can be our bedroll. Let's get some nice. What about you, Warmaster Khan? Where are you on the cyberpunk train? Wait, are you arriving twice? Oh, all the emotes fit on one line for me. Very excited to leave for 5 PM. Are you being a good boy and actually working? Wait, do you work from home? Or are you working in an office? You do, and you're being a good boy and actually working during work time from work from home instead of sneaking in some cyberpunk. Or do you actually is that the time it releases for you locally? Yeah, it releases for me in like 6 hours. Just after stream, when I have to frantically go start my... I've got a huge... I got a couple of commissions to do. And I normally wouldn't have taken them, but they were for like friends and family and friends of family. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do these. And it really put me under the pump. I think the PlayStation is different. Okay, so we don't need any reclaimed wood or stuff because we're not lighting fires. And I don't know if I checked this place already. I think it says empty on the cupboard. It would say empty on all the cupboards if we had been here. There, we haven't been here. So yeah, yesterday stream ended and I was in the kitchen till way past my bedtime, and then woke up and was back in the kitchen, and then did some stuff while I waited, and then was back in the kitchen, and then sat down to to stream. I mean, there was eating and regular being person.
This will come in handy.
Boots good too. We can harvest the boots. The toilet water. And yes, stream will end today, and I'll be in the kitchen. Sup, head wound. Why can't I take it with me? Okay, because it's a quest, and he said that the people are from that thing. I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't take the matches, if anyone was wondering if I was going to take the matches. Oh, decent cargo pants. That'll probably be ones just to swap and put on right now, I think. You told your boss you'd be sick tomorrow. He said, I understand. Have fun. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Yes. Okay, I need to find some socks to replace the ones that I may have harvested.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
There you go, convenient. I need to find... Oh, I should have said it before I opened the drawer. Really? That's all all this building has? Alright. Yeah, I'm probably going to wait till Monday or to start. That way we're still kind of in it at the start, but anyone who is playing it can get ahead so that... It's funny, one of the big takeaways I saw from just looking at little bits and pieces here and there were people were, they'll pop in to see different streamers and they'll be like, okay, I just came in to say hi, I'm leaving now, I don't want spoilers. I'm like, I wonder how much of that is an act,
Okay.
I mean, allowing a few days for hot fixes is good too. Hatchet, good. Okay, she seems to be okay with the eating of the wolf meat, so... Okay, we searched that house, we searched the church. I think we may have searched this one. Why would they be helping us as they delayed it 8,000 times? Okay, this was like the general store. I'm pretty sure we came in here. I had to chuckle too, Kizron, when you're like, you know, Baru's, it's crashed on him 3 times, but then since he updated his drivers, it's fine. I'm like, that is so so streamer typical. I'm not going to update my drivers because what happens if I update my drivers and my OBS crashes? Which, you know, that's a valid argument, right? Then game comes out and everyone's like, bad game. They tested on every single possible PC they could find and didn't account for streamers not updating their drivers. Lazy devs. Okay, there was no insulin in town. There is a building over there, which we're going to go check out. I think there's another little building just up here, maybe, but... And then there's the local Sasquatch. Not right now, Headwound, but I will be. Oh, rifle.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, man. Like, as if you wouldn't be carrying the rifle, though.
I can't feel my feet.
There's some larger streamers you don't enjoy watching because they say the game sucks for not being the game they wanted. Oh, you thought it was a DLC? Yeah, it's the Christmas patch. There was a lot of that with Baldur's Gate 3 early access. And I know people wanted to be like, oh, it's just Divinity Sin 3. And it's like, yeah, but, you know, what do you expect? Like, Larian got the contract to make the game based on their own, you know, stuff they've put out. You know, Wizards of the Coast finally licensed it after, what, 20 years? And, you know, God knows how many times people, like, devs have said, we want to license BG3, and they've just gone, no. That annoyed me a fair bit, you know, with and a lot of people in different chats being like, oh, it's just this. Turn-based, not real time. Like, why? Now, fair enough, it was fairly unplayable-ish, like buggy and stuff, but it's super, super early, right? She still doesn't do well in the outside. So I don't think we're going to need the handgun now, right? Or do you think we should still have the handgun? Should we be cleaning the rifles only at... Yeah, I never understood people paying out on EA products and being like, oh, it's crap. It's like, it's early access. There's going to be issues. Get over it. No, I'm going to just dump some clothes on the floor. Anything I'm not wearing. And we'll check it out when we get back. We're going to have to go somewhere. And so now we have to start thinking, are we going to be going far enough away where we need to stay for the night? And I don't think so. We're just going to check a little bit further around here. And then tomorrow in game, we'll go somewhere. And so we might have to pack supplies to build fire. I think a lot of us are on that page when it comes to EA forgiveness. I think, unfortunately, too many people are not. Although I have seen some of the best reviews about early access models from people that, you know, where they talk about game direction and So they don't care about the bugs or crashes or things like that. They talk about actual mechanics and concepts and stuff. It's like, well, that's really important feedback because you're actually putting in like, because that's stuff that, you know, that's going to be the same when the game comes out, right? It's foreclosed, but I can't get in.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Wow, that's got to be super heavy. You registered EA was early access, and not just, you know, I feel for, like, when it comes to the EA hate, I understand why it's there, right? And I think in large, most of it's deserved. However, I think I feel for a lot of much smaller, you know, indie startups that get put under EA, like they contract with them and I guess are no longer indie. They still kind of are. Like it's still an indie team, they just now have a publisher and they might not even have that big a budget, right? But, you know, a lot of people misguidedly put the EA hate onto teams like that. Even some bigger teams that are making like big quality games. Well, Respawn was one of them with Star Wars. You know, everyone's, oh, it's an EA game, not touching it. EA this, EA that. It's like, it's not an EA game, though. Dog food. Hey, we've since learned, which we probably should have learned with Mackenzie, that dog food's not that bad for you. Actually, not bad at all. It's has no negative effects. You just witnessed the is it one thing or is it something that you can continue to do? Because you said there was an item, and I didn't know if, like, as a player character, you'd be using that item regularly. Like maybe you're trying to induce fits on other people. It's something you do more than once. Like more than once as in like 2 or 3 times in one area, or is it like something that's going to be constant throughout the game? It's something you use to enter sort of internets. Ah. Later, man with that hair. I don't wonder why they went down that road then, hey?
I think we can use this.
Oh, definitely, dude. Like, some of the stuff that happened is definitely warranted on EA as a corporation. Like some of the designs that they made within their own developed games were fairly. I've also got mixed emotions on pricing though, because I know from anyone that's a little bit older understands that video game pricing was sort of set in stone. So a lot of bigger companies were like, how do we do things to increase the price? Because we need to, because games are costing more and we're not getting the yield returns. So there's a lot of experimentation to try and how do we get more money because we need to get more money, you know. And some of it was greedy, but some of it was also, well, we used to make this much percentage on games and now we don't. You know, you've got to kind of cover costs there. And so, like, microtransactions especially get really frowned upon. Whereas most of the time I'm fine with microtransactions because I just don't participate. Or if I do, it's because it's something that I want and I value, I sort of look at the value of the transaction. But things like day one DLCs, you know, No, I got water from the toilet, Valkyrie. And yes, it is drinkable. We've been through this. Whereas I'm fine with like not releasing game content. Like if you've made too much content, you've made 120% worth of a game, and you don't think you can increase the price by 20%, don't release that. Save it, release it 6 months later as DLC. That's totally cool. But putting it out as like putting out day one DLC stuff, I think because people are going to be like, oh, I have to get it, right? You called the toilet a laboratory? Oh, you mean laboratory, right? That's a V. Yeah. I agree with that. Well, that's how I feel about day one DLC. Like, don't do it. Put it out 6 months later as actual DLC. That'd be fine, right? But the day one DLC is where people are going to be like, oh, maybe I need this for the whole game. You know, and it plays on plays on psychology of people that, you know, or put the game at a higher price, but they know they can't do that. And so I do feel for companies at that point where they're like, we're trying to work out ways to get, you know, we're putting more into games and making bigger games or making games more anything, right? So it definitely was a tough spot. But some of the decisions, you know, and you get backlash for that. When you want to try something new, if you make a mistake, you're going to get some heat. You just got to try and not make so much heat, you know, like... Yeah, exactly. Not mentioning this, but this. I totally get what you mean. Alright, we're on the clothes thing again. Chat, don't let me harvest my only one of the pair of socks that I'm wearing. Alright, so we did not find any insulin in town. So we are going to be going out to the plain wreckage. Don't have the socks I'm wearing. Thanks, Warmaster Khan. Wow, the dress shirt's better than that shirt. I'm going to put it on. Okay, so that's an inner, so we want warmer versus chill, right? Which is that one, so wear that one. Harvest that one. That's an outer, so even though it's got a bit more warmth, this one's got more wind chill. And they're probably the same at 2 and 2 versus that. Okay, let's harvest that one. Check to see any repairs, which I don't think we do. We'll check on our wolf pelt. No, cancel. Repair pants. Don't harvest the pants I'm wearing. Alright. Why are we so over? Food. It's going to be food, isn't it? I mean, that's a good problem to have such an abundance of food and water. That we've got too much weight. Like, that makes me feel good right now. Okay, we're going to eat, so... Alright, check on our wolf pelt for Kizron. We're streaking. That's because we're streaking. Monster train.
I'll die if I don't drink soon.
Well, that's convenient because you're just about to have a drink. Where's my sody pop? Food. Oh, let's make some coffee. Cook. Coffee. Tea, because it lowest percentage. Let's go. Nice. Cool. Tea. Alright, so we do have to think about, we're going to be leaving somewhere where we're probably going to have to stay overnight, so we have to we have to take supplies. Wolf pelt was at like, I don't know, more. It was at more. 15%. Alright, so the plan is, that's a long way away. Like, that is a very long way away. A hidden glowing cave. Been raiding Joplin's prepper caches. Whatever supplies remain could help me survive Pleasant Valley long enough to find a way out. Search the cache to see what's left. So we're probably going to go straight to the plane and see what's there. From the plane we might check out these ones. There is also an option to go check out these ones. But I think I want to sort of sort out the quest for the plane first, and we'll have a look at these ones while we're here. But like I said, that is a long way away. It's going to be a full day out there, if not, like... Yeah, no, I think they've just sort of been trudging in. How are we going nighttime wise? So we're going to have a sleep, we're going to get up, and then... Yeah, main thing is we've got to sort out our... We need to have fire materials, which... Can we... Alright, let's have a look at this thing. We'll have 4 of those. We don't need all that coal. I like 4 coal. That gives you a good fire. One of those is fine. That's fine. Okay, that seems okay. Clothes is what it is. Let's leave that here. Leave that one here. Food-wise. I wish you could separate this into food and drink. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go like that. Take those. I'm gonna eat that in the morning. Actually, let's bring that one. Okay, if we get a good night's sleep, They're on the floor. They're getting cured. Alright, so actually need to watch that. We want to get up as soon as we get first light. I want to head out, and I want to be as prepared as possible. Did we eat all of that? I think it's probably still just a little bit too dark outside. Let's have a quick look. One of the problems too, if you try to go out too early, it's too cold. That's going to be too cold. Yes, three arrows down, man. I think that'll be fine. I have to pick up the bedroll out of the box as well. Alright, this is it. We're trekking up. Ooh. Oh wait, I shut the door. Where's my bedroll? Isn't there another bedroll in here? Do I have a bedroll with me? Where's that? Do I have a bedroll on me? I don't. Well, I mean, I could pick this one up, but I thought I had one. Okay. Food. Take more food. Think this is good? How are we going water? 3 kilos of water. Okay, let's go.